Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Today we are going to be talking about advocating for your child with a learning difference. As its parents, excuse me, always when I hit the go button. As parents, it's important to be our child's biggest advocates and make sure that they get the accommodations and support that they need to be successful in the classroom. Hello, I'm Norma Jean, founder of Time to Shine Teaching and Coaching. And first of all, I want to say that I understand how it feels to watch a child that is struggling in school. I have seen it firsthand, both as an educator in a classroom, but also as a mom. My kids are grown now, but when they were little, I watched my own sons seemingly failing in school. My oldest son suffered from high anxiety and lack of confidence because he just didn't understand the things that were being taught to him. He wasn't learning the way he was being taught. And I watched my youngest son attend school with such apathy. Like he just didn't see the point in even trying. And I'm so grateful that I took action to help them. And you can too. I'm going to talk about some of the services that are available within the school system, but I also wanted to let you know that I have a downloadable toolkit that will teach you as a parent or educator all about the different ways we learn, which is going to explain to you why so many kids are not thriving in the classroom setting. But even more important, this download also includes a complete lesson to teach your child about their super brains. Now, I've worked with lots and lots of kids, and this is always the first thing I do when I start working with a child. It is so important that both you as their parent and they themselves understand that there is nothing wrong with them, right? It's not about them, it's about how they're being taught. And I feel so strongly about how important it is for you both to understand this that I'm going to give you this toolkit for free. Just download and it's yours. I'll put the link in the comments below. So let's talk about some of the services available within the public school system. There are lots of resources that can help kids with learning differences. For example, some schools have a speech pathologist who work with kids who have language or communication disorders. Occupational therapists are sometimes also available for consultation on ways to help with physical challenges, such as improving fine or gross motor skills, providing materials like pencil grips and printing exercises, and giving you ways to improve low muscle tone. There may also be learning assistance teachers or education assistants who can work one-to-one with your child to provide that extra support they need in areas such as reading, writing, math. And it's important to know that your child may be eligible for accommodations and or modifications in the classroom that are going to help them feel more successful. But it's super important that you know the difference between accommodations and modifications. Okay, so accommodations are changes to the learning environment or instruction that don't alter the content or the standard of curriculum. So for example, my kids had accommodations. So they might have extra time to do a test or an assignment. Instead of 20 questions in math, maybe they only have 10, right? There might be lower expectations for their written output. They might have preferential seating in the classroom, right? My son had hearing issues, so he got to sit right in front of the teacher. They might get access to assistive technology, such as text-to-speech software. Just ways to accommodate them and make their learning easier. Modifications, on the other hand, are changes to the content or the curriculum. And these are only used when a child is significantly below grade level. So this means that your child will be doing a completely different curriculum than what the rest of the class is doing. But I really need to caution you. You must be careful with modifications because they can sometimes have unintended consequences, right? While they may help your child feel more comfortable in the short term, they might even be exactly what they need to feel success. They may also limit their opportunities to learn and grow in the long term. They may no longer be eligible for their dogwood if you choose to modify. And that's why it's important for you to work with your child's teacher and the school staff to thoughtfully find the best solution for your child's unique needs. As a parent, you have the right to request an assessment to determine your child's eligibility for special education services. If your child is found to be eligible, they will get an IEP, or an individual education plan or program, that will outline what their specific learning goals are and what accommodations are being made to help them achieve those. And that IEP is usually reviewed and updated twice a year, the beginning or towards the beginning of the school year, and then again towards the end of the school year, just to update, right? And remember that advocating for your child with a learning difference, even though it can be overwhelming, it's an important role that parents and caregivers play. So don't be afraid to be that squeaky wheel. They need you to do that. And really understanding the legislation in your area and the services that are available within your public school system, working collaboratively with the teachers and the school staff, that's what's going to help you work towards getting the support that your child needs to succeed. And of course, it's different depending on what state or province you're in. So it is important that you double check and see what the rules and laws are around it, because sometimes there's rules in place that are going to ensure that your child gets what they need. But if you don't know the rules, you can insist on them, right? As I always say, though, you were your child's first teacher, and you can be their best teacher too, because no one cares more about your child than you. And because the school system is flooded with children that require more than they're actually getting in the average classroom, don't be surprised to learn that there's a long waiting list for assessments and services. And it's possible that you may have to look outside the public school system to get the support your child needs. And I know that that can be a bit pricey. I get it. Alternatively, you can always learn ways to best support them yourself. So helping children realize their innate genius, and believe it or not, there was a study done by NATO that shows that we are all born geniuses. This is something that I'm really passionate about, which again is why I put together that toolkit for parents and educators that I mentioned, called How to Help Your Child Feel Confident in Their Reading and Spelling. But really it applies to all subjects, because as I said, this toolkit includes a comprehensive explanation on the different ways we learn, right? Both for you as a parent or educator, and it also has a complete lesson that will help you teach your child about their super brain. Right? And this is really important. It's going to teach you and them ways that, things that they can do when they're trying to learn something that's going to optimize their learning, bring them to mastery, and help them retain the information, because that's a big thing too, is retaining the information. So last month, I talked a lot about the different ways our brains learn. And if you'd like more information on that, I encourage you to check out my Time to Shine Teaching YouTube channel. I post all my Facebook Lives in there, just in case you missed one. But downloading this toolkit is a fantastic first step towards understanding why your child may not be thriving and how you can help them. And it's free, so why not check it out, right? Again, I'll put the links for both that free download and my YouTube channel in the comments below, and I really hope you'll have a look at them. So that's it for today. Let me know if you have any specific questions, any problems that you're facing. I'm here to support. That's what I want to do. Okay. Just give me a thumbs up and a like if you found some value in this. And I'd love it if you shared this, because even if this doesn't apply to you or something that you're going through right now, chances are if you share it, it's going to get in front of the right eyes of people that really could use this information. So I appreciate it if you share and like and comment. Helps me out lots. So have a great weekend here on the west coast of BC. It is shaping up to be a fabulous weekend, and I'm so excited because we haven't had a lot of sun yet this year. So anyways, happy teaching out there, everyone. Have a great one. Bye for now.